demeanor was off. What do you mean by that?
Well, she was upset. She was oddly quiet.
And during the meeting, during the PAAD meeting, you said she only had a few drinks, correct?
Yes.
Objection, leading. Sustained. Can you rephrase the question?
Sorry, thank you. During the PAAD meeting, how many drinks did Taylor have?
A few.
Would you say Taylor was, sorry. Did Taylor seem off? Did she seem, yes. Did Taylor seem off?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, the next witness from the prosecution.
The prosecution would like to call Detective Eisenberg to the stand.
All right, thank you.
Detective Eisenberg? Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly affirm that the testimony you are about to give will truthfully and faithfully conform to the facts and rules of the mock trial competition?
I do.
Please state your name spelling the last for the court.
Micah Eisenberg, Eisenberg.
Thank you very much. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Detective Eisenberg, what was your role in the investigation of Bailey Matsumoto?
Well, as lead detective of the case, and as lead detective, I interviewed a variety of witnesses, one of being a defendant, Bailey Matsumoto,
Where did you begin your investigation, Detective?
at the garage.
When you searched the garage of the defendant, what did you find, if anything, unusual about the garage?
Well, I noticed Bailey's autonomous car, so I looked through it. And at first, everything looked normal, I must say, but as I reached the back seat, I noticed the golf club. If I'm honest, it was very unusual.
Why was this golf club unusual, Detective?
By itself, there's nothing connected to it, no bag. I've been a detective for 30 years now, and I can assure you that things like this should never be put aside. Rather, they should be taken into consideration.
Where did you proceed to, Detective?
I proceeded to the master bathroom, where I found Taylor's body dead in the tub.
What were the measurements of the master bathroom's bathtub?
It had a length of approximately 7.5 feet and a width of 6 feet.
What is the master bathroom connected to?
It's connected to the master bedroom closet and the hallway.
When you proceeded to the restroom, what did you notice during your first examination of Taylor's body?
Well, Taylor was fully clothed. And as I looked through the body, or examined rather, I noticed a bruise behind Taylor's head. Of course, I'm not a special, I don't have any special, I had to call Dr. Jules Jackson to look through it and determine what could have caused that bruise.
Did you interview anyone, Detective?
Yes, Desi.
Did Desi report any arguments between the two?
Yes, Desi had mentioned there being constant arguments after the death of Michael, that being.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Overruled.
Your Honor, may I be heard?
Certainly.
Your Honor, in this case, Detective Eisenberg is testifying to what Desi told him. And Desi is here tonight, and Desi can testify for himself, and therefore Detective Eisenberg should not have to mention one of Desi's own statements.
Well, it wasn't a specific statement, it was that they overheard arguments, so it wasn't a specific out-of-court statement that came off of it, so I will overrule the objection.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
You may proceed.
Your Honor. Did Desi specify any specific arguments?
Yes, there was many arguments after the death of Michael, that being Taylor's son. But there was an argument that night at approximately 11. There was an argument in the restroom between the couple.
What happened during this argument in the restroom?
Well, from what I remember Desi telling me, Desi was at the laundry room, and Desi had heard Taylor yell something about testifying, and that's when the breaking sound occurred.
Has Desi heard anything after this breaking sound?
Not from Taylor. The only thing Desi heard was Bailey saying everything was okay, we're going back to bed, but nothing from Taylor. And I'm being quite honest, I I really do believe at that moment that I determined that this was a homicide.
Who did you interview next?
I interviewed the defendant, Bailey.
You asked for permission to search the property. Did any areas catch your attention?
Well, I had a flashback to the golf club, so I went back to the garage. For some reason, the defendant, Bailey, lost his keys, couldn't find the keys. But Desi had a pair of keys, so I opened the car and I continued with the investigation.
What had you retrieved, if anything, during your examination of the car?
Well, I retrieved the golf club as I determined that was a possible homicide weapon. Well, the defendant, Bailey, wasn't quite smart and had bleached the golf club but left his fingerprint.
You have claimed to stay in a detached structure, the guest house. After asking for permission from Bailey to search the guest house, where did you continue to?
I continued to the office. I asked Desi if I could let through, and Desi left. But there was only a problem. There wasn't any keys, so I had to go to the exterior door, and it was open, so I continued with the investigation.
What had you recovered, if anything, during the investigation of the office?
Well, I mean, everything looked fine, I must say, but you see, there was a script that grabbed my attention. It was titled Roses and Robots, a Murder Mystery. And if I'm being honest, it was really disturbing.
Why was this script disturbing?
Well, it was very similar to the events of that night. A robot had pushed his master into the tub, watching the master drown. And, I mean, in rose petal tub. I mean, one must be blind not to see the similarities between what happened that night and the script.
Thank you. No further questions.
All right, cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Go right ahead.
Your Honor, before I begin, the defense would like to request a time check.
Absolutely.
You have 4 minutes and 44 seconds on your cross-examination.
Yes, thank
You
you.
may proceed.
Your Honor, before I begin, I'd like to ask for permission to approach what has been previously marked as Exhibit B.
Go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good evening, Detective Eisenberg. On June 8th, you were called to the Matsumoto residence in order to investigate a body found in the bathtub, true?
Correct.
Now, Detective, I'd like to direct your attention to what has been previously marked as Exhibit B. Detective, this is a sketch that you created of the master bathroom of the Matsumoto residence, true?
Correct.
Now I'd like to direct your attention to a specific portion of this exhibit. Let the record reflect that I am pointing to the rectangular portion connected to one of the outer ledges of the tub. Detective, what is this?
That is the trough.
Yes, Detective, that is the trough, and the width measurements of this trough are 1 inch, true?
Correct.
And this trough is attached to the south end of the bathtub, true?
Correct.
And when you found Taylor Matsumoto's body, Taylor's head was also facing towards the south end of the bathtub, isn't that right?
Correct.
Now moving on to the rest of the bathroom, you observed a broken champagne bottle near the ledge of the tub on the floor, true?
Yes.
And by the champagne bottle, the floor was sticky where champagne had been spilled, isn't that right?
That is correct.
Your Honor, the defense moves to submit Exhibit B into evidence.
Any objection from the prosecution?
Your Honor.
All right, then yes, the exhibit shall be admitted into evidence.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now going back to Bailey's car in her garage, you retrieved a golf club from inside of it, true?
Yes.
And after retrieving said golf club, you gave it to Dr. Jackson to analyze, correct?
Correct.
Now, Detective Eisenberg, you saw that this golf club had a width of 1 inch, true?
Correct.
And as I recall from earlier, the trough also had a width of 1 inch, isn't that right?
Sure.
Now, Detective, I'm just trying to follow your reasoning here. You saw that both the trough and the golf club had a width of 1 inch, yet you never asked Dr. Jackson to analyze the trough, did you?
That is true.
Detective, you created this sketch of the bathroom for the trial in which you included the trough, correct?
Correct.
And on this diagram, you specifically recorded that the trough had a width of 1 inch, true?
Correct.
Yet, with this knowledge, the only item that you asked Dr. Jackson to perform an analysis on was the golf club. Isn't that right?
because it was bleached.
Detective, is that a yes to my question?
Sure, yes.
Your Honor, no further questions.
Thank you very much. Any redirect for this witness?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. You may excuse.
Thank you.